Doing a Sopranos live Q&A. See how this goes. What's going on, JP? Who else we got on here? There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. JP Wentworth. Yo, rural America. What's going on? What are you up to? Yeah, I'm ready for that Philly doc. I'm ready. It comes out tomorrow, right? I know it's you, Dom. Yeah, he was, Ford. He was. What's going on, Mark? Oh, yeah? Do you eat them, Rural? Yeah, after Chrissy, we'll do that one. The Silvio. Oh, 12 a.m. tonight. Yeah. It actually might. It should. It usually does. Dr. Rick, what's going on? What part of America, Rural? I know they eat raccoons in like the Carolina, one of the Carolinas. I should have never admit the existence of this thing. Ever. I did 20 fucking years. Not a fucking peep. Yo, Doctor Who, what, where? What's going on, brother? What's your guys' favorite video so far that I made? Oh, Eastern Kentucky, yeah. Yeah, I compromised. No, that I believe that they're hides. Yeah, the Meyer comp. That's one of my favorites too. Uh, Johnny Sack, Junior Soprano. Nah, I can't. I'm trying to go for a trucking job, so gotta stay clean. Marlboro Light. Yeah, Canada's more deadly than America right now with the as far as what you're talking about, the Androngeta. Need that 3 hour Jerry comp, Dom. I should. I should do that. Jerry Torchiano, the one that got clipped by Doc Santoro. I was gonna do a quick video of Donnie K. I had him on before, but I took it down when I thought I was gonna get whacked. Yeah, Richie was good. I can't believe I forgot some of his scenes in that. I gotta redo the Davey Scatino one too. I think I'm gonna do that in parts, like part 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, I wouldn't say I'm the most knowledgeable, but I saw it so many times that it's like, you know, you could ask me anything right now. I could probably know what episode, and I know where every scene is. Vito and Johnny Cakes, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm ready for your question. This old man was the fucking Terminator, yeah? What's the question? Yeah, Sessa, that was Vito, yeah. It was funny when Paulie told Richie, he's like, your two little nephews went and ripped up the house. Like Vito was little, his little nephew. I think Vito's first scene, besides the Gino scene, was when he was playing cards with Davey, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but as I get older too, like if I see somebody in their 60s, 70s, they're still a kid to me. Yeah, he should have stayed Gino at the bakery. I didn't like Vito too much. He was funny in season 3, but after that, I didn't like him. I didn't like Godfather 3. I like 2 the best. Yeah, so my first Wire video I made was Slim Charles because he's one of my favorites. If I needed anybody on my team, it would be somebody like Slim Charles. And the guy in real life, I heard, is really humble, real nice guy. Scarface was good. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite movie, but it was a really good movie. That Paulie video, man, that was like 3.5 hours. That was one of my hardest videos. Belly? Did I like Belly? It was alright. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Narco series, I didn't get into. I still got to finish that El Chapo series. But if you like Narco shit, you should watch 000. It's on, I think, Prime. It's a 7-part series. It's about the Mexican cartel, the Americans, and then the Ndrangheta, the Calabrians in Italy. Anyone in here see 000? Nah, I thought I wouldn't like shows that you had to read the subtitles too, but you got Gamora, which is one of the top shows. Yo, the Shaw, which Shaw are you? Are you the Shaw in Borko's channel? How come Johnny Sack never punished Tony for all the lies he told, like the Tony B alibi? I think that he would have if he would have not got put in jail. But I mean, they were good friends, so they say. But I think he would have eventually got to Tony. If he would have did it. Snowfall, I didn't see, but everyone tells me it's good. Dodgers or Blue Jays? I'll go with the Dodgers. Yo, Matt Willis, what's TK again? Yeah, when I watch stuff, I need to watch with their real voices. Because I like to learn languages and stuff. And if you watch a TV show, you could still learn like some stuff from it, like the language. Did I watch any of the web series like Money and Violence or Respect Life? No, but I remember Boom P. Yeah, Alto Knights, Tulsa King. Didn't see them, but you guys keep recommending it to me, so I have to watch it. Favorite fighter jet? Oh man, that's a good question. I like fighter jets. Uh, Damn. Does the B-12 count? The F-15? Yeah. Yeah, JP Wentworth F-15. Yeah, the B-22. But now it don't even matter if it's stealthy anymore because they got the radar, so they're gonna see it anyway. But back in the day, the the bomber was crazy. The B-117 or the B-2? Um, I like the B-117. Do I go to any concerts? No. The last thing I went to was because I go see rap battles sometimes. So the last thing I seen was like Joe Budden versus Hollow Don. It's still stealthy except in like China or Russia. Yeah, it's stealthy, but you could see it on the radars. Yeah, rap battles is still a thing. I met Hollow Don. He was a good guy. He came to my house once. I used to watch. Well, I still do. Smack White stuff. He's good. He drops good stuff. Right now I'm in Jersey, but I go from Jersey to New York every day. Yeah, Southside Millie. I was in the building that day. They just kept booing Joe. Yeah, so Sue Surf. Right now, people are saying Sue Surf is a snitch and all this shit. Listen, from what I saw, he didn't give up any names. All right, all he took a plea like Johnny Sack did in The Sopranos. He took a plea. He admitted the existence of what he was in. I don't consider he's a, to me. I don't know him personally. I've met him a couple times. He seems like a good, he's a street guy. So he can't just walk around. If you don't have bodyguards, he's been shot before. So uh, he he's not a snitch. Yeah, I was heavy in the rap scenes. I'm I'm still heavy into it. Yankees or Mets? Yankees. The commute to New York, an hour and a half. Is LBL the biggest artist in New Jersey? I wouldn't say that. What accent do I got? The New York or Jersey? Jersey accent, really? Oh, shit. Damn. Well, I'm from Staten Island, so that accent's different than Brooklyn. No, I didn't do every character from The Wire that I wanted to do yet. I still want to do like a lot of McNulty and Bunk together. Um, who else? Lester Freeman. Um, there's a couple more. Maybe Frank Zabaka. Yeah, send me. So if you go to my profile, you'll see my Instagram and you'll see my email. You could hit me up on either one. I'll respond quickly to those. And yeah, man, if you're good, I talked to some of these guys, so I could maybe throw a word in for you. Yeah, I grew up on hip hop. I don't like the new stuff, the new age stuff. I don't like the mumble rapping. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a ghostwriter. I just don't like, some of these top guys, top rappers that they don't make their own lyrics and shit. I don't like that. One of my favorites is Cameron. I like the Harlem music. Harlem's one of my favorites. Gorilla Nems. Is he in Harlem or Brooklyn? Yeah, I see Wu sometimes. I went to school with Ghostface's son. Oh, Coney Island. Kendrick Lamar, yeah, he's talented. I mostly listen to underground now. You know. No, I don't know where Michael Francis was getting his gas can. He was doing it with the Russians. All right, I got you, brother, with the demos. I used to make beats back in the day, but I stopped. I thought I would make good money with them, and nah, that never happened. Grip from Atlanta. Uh, he sounds familiar, but I can't say, yeah, I know him. Nah, it does sound familiar, Grip. This went from Sopranos to hip hop real quick. Yo, any of you know Angry Fan? Who knows Angry Fan in here? My favorite Sopranos character is Tony and then Junior. Oh shit, that rapper in the Sopranos. Uh, the real life guy or um the the name of the act the name of the actor you're talking about, right? Massive Genius. I forgot who they were gonna get as the real. There was gonna. Who was it? Fuck, I can't remember. Yeah, Massive Genius, but I forget. They were gonna get a real rapper. I don't know if Fabulous. I think was supposed to be the one that got shot by Bobby Bacala. I think it was going to be Fabulous, but Fabulous, I don't know. They didn't get him. What made Italian youth be more interested in influencing legitimate business instead of picking up a package of drugs? When they were friendly with the politicians and they could make more money doing construction and all that, which was since the 20s. Most of New York City was built by Italian Americans, Jewish, uh, yeah, all those skyscrapers. Massive G. Yeah. You guys hear the rain in the background right now? Yes, we are. We're talking about this thing of ours. La Cosa Nostra. How come Italians didn't develop this oligarchy presence in America? All right, so just a Marlboro Light. Um, all right, so I'm trying to answer your question, Matt, without getting in trouble. All right, so you remember in the 20s, you had the Sicilians and everybody coming in, and then you had like Arnold Rothstein and, all those guys. So, I have a little theory. They let the mob do what they had to do, and then, you know, they used them up, and then they absorbed it. Yeah, I'm half Sicilian, half Napoleon. But there are still people in power that are mobbed up. I'm sure we already know somebody in the Congress. Won't say any names. They were mobbed up. We have uh, people on the news. I won't say any names, but they're definitely mobbed up. Listen, in today's world, they can make more money insider trading and getting away with it, which who knows if they do or don't. I'm just speculating, but I don't know. They're always winning somehow. Cuomo, I don't think he was. There's guys like Giuliani that had friends that were probably mobsters, and then he just turned them all in to, make a name for himself. That's what Giuliani did. Yeah. So Bobby Bacala and his father was probably similar to Sonny Francis and Michael Francis, because I don't think Michael ever killed anybody. If he did, it was probably like one, but he can't admit to it. And it's all speculation. But if he did, he can't admit to it, or else he'll go to life in prison right now. Oh yeah, King Merlino. My top five favorite shows are Sopranos, Wire, Gomorrah, Dexter. Probably. I like Dexter how it came back. I like the resurrection. And fifth would maybe be it's probably stupid. I don't know. It's weird. Curb Your Enthusiasm, maybe, or Boardwalk Empire. Maybe Curb. I would put fifth. All right. So, what do I think about the ex mobsters all over YouTube? I liked it when Sammy the Bull came in, and then Michael, and they were both telling their stories. Because everything Sammy was telling on YouTube, it was in his book, most of it. So I think it was cool, to hear, all the stuff that went down, because everything that went down was, I lived close by to all of that, but I was not born yet, or I was a little kid. So I never saw Breaking Bad. Um, yeah, I work in New York City. Mad Men, didn't see it. So, David Q, what I recommend after watching The Sopranos, if you were a fan of Furio, watch Gomorrah. It's on HBO Max. It's about the Camorra Wars in the 2000s. True story. Don't watch English dubbed. Make sure you watch it with the subtitles. Bob Barker, there he is. I caught The Sopranos when it was running live. As I think season 6, I caught it because I was young at the time. Chris Brown and Lil Wayne claiming Pyro. I don't think so. They could claim it all they want, and then you see them go to their neighborhoods, and they'll get their ass kicked, like we see happen all the time. Somebody claims a set. I've seen it happen too many times. Whack 100. I don't like him. Ever since what he said about Pat Stay. Rest in peace, Pat Stay. I don't respect Whack 100. Alright, so Furio, the Camorra don't function like the classic Sicilian mafia. No. The Camorra, they're like clans, like families. You don't even have to be really Italian. Whereas Sicily, you have to be all Sicilian. So, yeah, rip Pat Stay, brother. Um, so when you're from Naples, I mean, Tony was Cosa Nostra, but you could still have ties to Italy. Just like the Chin Gigante, when he made that move against Frankie DeChico, he called Zips from Italy to get it done. No, I'm in New York. Did gang culture in New York City wipe out professional corner hustling? Uh, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't even want to comment on that one. Yeah, David, I'm in the loop. I'd battle rap somebody. It's got to be for money, though. Oh, you're from Dartmouth? Yeah, Pat Stay was the best, bro. When he died, even Eminem, he made a tweet. He's like, we lost a legend. I remember that. For Eminem to acknowledge him, he was one of the most talented battle rappers. Yeah, he got life good, man. I saw that. He deserved worse than that, though. He should have got. They should have brought him to New York City and, let everybody take care of him. Cultural staples? I like to eat. I like to go try new stuff all the time. Walk around, see architecture. Which battle rapper is the best at also having a career where you release albums see, that's the tough. I don't know because a lot of them. I would Cassidy. Cassidy. As far as the best battle rappers right now, I would say Mook, Lux, um, Arsenal, Rex. Yeah, Wicked. I'll get to it. Don't worry. Bandera in real life, he would have got clipped as soon as he hit Mikey Palmise. Because that's a death sentence hitting a made guy. You can't do it. And hitting Ralphie, that was a death sentence. He got away with a lot, Tony. Yo, DG. Yeah, you're not even really supposed to disrespect the made guy in front of other made guys. That's a death sentence, too. All Mikey would have had to do is request a sit down, state his case, and if everyone, if they rule it, he's dead. That's how it works. Cineranter, I talked to him. He said when he's a little rusty right now because he hasn't done lives in a while. But I'll try to get him on soon. Yeah, hitting the boss in front of his family, he got done the same way. I think so too. At first I didn't, but it makes sense. Yo, Chaz the Spaz. Yeah, Mikey got too attached to that suit after that. As much of a rat Jimmy Altieri was, he had some funny lines. I don't even know how to invite you. I'm on the phone right now, so I don't know. I don't know. If it was the laptop, it would be easier. But if you want to message me on Instagram and get on a live one day, let me know. Whoever talk certain topics, I'm with it. I think Jimmy was a rat. I'm pretty sure David Chase said he was too. So that's stupid thing about David Chase. Like we would have never known Ralphie set the fire, and then he does an interview with Steve Sharipper and Michael Imperioli, and he's like, "Yeah, Ralphie did it to the horse." He should have just kept his mouth shut. So Artie wanted like the little taste of the life without being in the life, and he wanted them in his restaurant. He wanted to hang out with them. But you saw at that Columbus thing, as soon as he gets out of the car, he runs right back in the car. He's not about the life. He's lucky he had Charmaine. Yeah, Artie won. Artie had a good redemption arc. Exactly, Bango. That's what he should have did. He should have kept his mouth shut. Yeah, Charmaine was the most legit stand-up person in the whole show. Definitely. When it cut to black, at first, when I first watched it, my first watch, I thought, all right, the audience got whacked. Then as time goes on, you're reading some internet stuff. You're like, all right, maybe he dies. Then Gandolfini really dies. So I was like, all right, there's no more Tony Soprano. He's dead. And then getting into more like La Cosa Nostra stuff, crime stuff. Since they hit Phil in front of his family, why not hit Tony in front of his family? So that made the most sense to me. Any peculiar stories about Aesop Rocky that the genre public might not know? Being that, no, I haven't heard much about Aesop. I think Paulie gave up Tony. I don't think it was Butchie. I think it was Paulie. Yep, an eye for an eye. He's trying to see if Aesop Rocky's veto. That's funny. Uh, the existence of the supernatural. I believe in some of it. Like, all right, they had the whole dream sequence stuff down packed. That stuff, I've had weird dreams like that. Um, Paulie seeing the Virgin Mary, I never saw nothing like that, but I thought I saw some crazy stuff. It could have been my mind playing tricks on me, but I think there's, everything's energy. Like that guy in The Sopranos said when they were watching a boxing fight. Everything's connected. You ever sit next to somebody and then you read their mind? You think that's a coincidence? Of course it is, Bango. uh, no, I can't listen to it because then I would have to get off the live. No, it wouldn't let me do that right now. I definitely will check it out after this, though. Bango, you just liked Adriana that scene, didn't you? Yeah, what he was saying during that boxing match, that was, you know, it's true. Everything's connected. Everything is everything. I didn't like both of them, to be honest with you. You guys could debate that one. Tony's chicks were way better than both of them. You'll take the burn victim. High school prep basketball in New Jersey compared to New York. New Jersey's got some good teams, but I went to school in New York. I was in New York 35 years. So I'm mostly New York. Well, Meadow, the actress has MS, so she was sick. Even like her last scene, like the running to the car at the end. Um, yeah, she's you know, MS is a bad thing to have. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, Meadow. I was talking about the actress. No, I didn't catch any games, Matt. I went to one game and it was a Mets game and it was a disgrace. You don't understand why Tony wasn't justified to kill Coco after messing with Meadow. He was justified. It's just little Carmine was he had this scaffolding project. So he was being cheap and he didn't want to do anything about that. And at that point Tony didn't really have much backing. But yeah, that curb stomp was pretty good. One of my favorite scenes from Jim. Tony was impulsive, so he wasn't going to have a sit down. He was going straight there. That's just how Tony Soprano operated. Him and Johnny Sack were just too impulsive. They were bad bosses, if you think about it. Tony was smart, Johnny too, but they were too hot headed. That's why they didn't succeed. Why did the DeMeo always bend to the wishes of Carmine's family? Because in real life, it's similar to how they had to. All right, so you guys remember like when Phil Leotardo's like, the way they make people over there is all messed up. John Gotti in real life had to do that to the DeCavalcante family. He said the way they're making guys, they got to redo it. It's all messed up. So that's based on real stuff. And then when Butchie wanted to whack New York, I mean whack New Jersey, when Butchie and Phil were talking, that's what Anthony Gaspipe Casso and Vic Amusa wanted to do. was Takeout Jersey. They were the Lucchese's in the Cavalcanti family. I wish we would have saw the other four families. My top three is Tony, Junior, and Johnny Sack. Yeah, that '96 Gotti movie. Yeah. Bompensero played Quack Quack Rogerio so good. He even sounded like Quack Quack Angelo Ruggiero. You had Junior was in it. There were a lot of them were in it. Paulie, I love Tony Sirico. So, but I like Johnny Sack. I like New York because I'm a New York guy. So that's why Johnny's third. Let me see. Yeah, season one, they were just trying to figure stuff out. Hesh was supposed to be a bigger character, but he never had a contract. It was supposed to be something way different with Hesh. Yeah, come to New York, man. You'll have a good time. You're a native? What do you mean? Nah, they ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna just do that. Just come in as a tourist. Go see it, and then get out of there. They can't just do nothing. They can't do that. If you have a passport, you come in legit. They ain't gonna mess with you. I don't see them. No, they ain't gonna mess with you. New York's so big, they got bigger problems than to mess with you. Why was Tony so quick to forgive Junior after the assassination attempt? That's a good question. I think he loved him and he needed him. Oh, Joey! You're gonna dig a tunnel? Sopranos, yeah, they were definitely ahead of that time. That too, yeah, what Joey just said, he needed a lightning rod. Because Junior was still the boss the whole time. And so, no, I didn't get to Deadwood yet. I will soon, though. I've been busy. Let's see. Just chilling, Joey, shooting the shit. David Chase, the only good thing he made was The Sopranos. He wanted to do that movie based on the Newark riots. He didn't want it to be anything Sopranos related, but HBO made him do it. That's why the movie sucked. If we would have just looked at it as a Newark riots movie, it would have been okay. If you took out those garbage characters that they had, those like Sylvia, it was just a mess. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah. So, what are you gonna do about the Colombian money? What's funny is when he's like, they have a new fingerprint technique that'll lift it off the bills. In real life, he wasn't lying. They did have a fingerprint technique. It's hard to make movies, man. You need a lot of shit to go good. Because a lot of movies today suck. That's why they have to remake new ones. I mean, they have to remake old ones. There he is, Leo.
Yo, oh, syrup. How we
Doing it.
doing?
Talking about The Sopranos. What else we talking about?
Hello, Bango. Hello, Adrian. Chiwanta.
Yeah, a lot of investors ruined films. That's why I like independent ones now. Or you go non-American. You'll catch some good shit.
Oh yeah, studios will ruin the movie.
Yep.
It's all about cocksucking motherfucking money. Or sometimes even it's about like they'll make it like weird and you know political and stuff.
Yeah, like Netflix, they'll take a story that's like, you know, they'll take the true parts and then all of a sudden 30% of it's all bullshit and they're
Well, the Escobedo brothers,
yeah,
that was it was a weird fucking series. I couldn't finish it.
yeah.
And I heard it's all bullshit. It wasn't that weird. Or I don't know.
All right, I'll check out those demos after. Yeah, man, Netflix like this Philly doc's coming out I think tonight at 12. I'll probably watch it tomorrow when I wake up. But let's see what they do with that. They're
Philly.
gonna probably say like, "Oh, Marleno is gay," and this, and that. Like, you know how Netflix is.
Joseph. Also, I mean, what they're not gonna say nothing new.
We'll see. You know, Netflix. They always come up with some bullshit.
I heard his restaurant's doing really well.
Yeah,
Good for him.
yeah. He changed his life around. I don't think he ever changed. He's just not running anything. Well, he's running a legitimate business. That's good.
Well, he's the boss of his life. A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Johnny Cake's actor, he offed himself, unfortunately.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, like a little. I think in like 2009 or 2010, he was depressed or something.
Yeah, kind of think of it. That guy had like a depressed face,
He did, didn't he? Right? Yeah.
right? Yeah, he gave off like his eyes like in like the eyes Chico. They never lie, but like he had like these like I don't know like he just looked like a moper.
Yeah. Yeah. Right after The Sopranos, he died. Ginny Sack died right away. Then Gandolfini.
Well, who's still alive? Well, fucking Canese is still alive.
Yeah, Chianese, Steven Van Zandt, uh, Johnny Sack,
Edie Falco,
80 Falco, obviously AJ and
Lorraine.
Lorraine Bracco, yep. Patsy.
Everyone who's alive was on Talking Sopranos.
Yeah, they're coming out with something, I think, in November. I think Shaw's going. I want to go.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like $45 a ticket to go see them.
Who Sherpa and
Yeah, Imperioli.
he's cool. I'd like to see him. If he comes to Phoenix, I might go. You
Yeah,
know they're offering a fucking Sopranos 101 at ASU,
really?
like a Sopranos college class. I took.
Sopranos
Mm-hmm.
College?
Yeah, at ASU. You could probably look it up and find it in their like curriculums or whatever. But yeah, I guess I told my little brother, take it. I'll do your homework.
The actor Vito is going around cooking for families for 2,500. He's the biggest scam artist.
Well, I saw a video from I don't know if it was from Cinerainer or whoever, talking about how he's actually not that bad of a guy. He's just getting a bad rap because Sharip is like an asshole.
uh, yeah, he don't like Ganascoli.
Yeah, because apparently in season 6, Sharippa was supposed to get like a big focus, but
Yeah,
somehow it shifted over to Ganascoli, and I guess the whole staff didn't like that, but the actor Ganascoli was like in the position of like, wait, well, I'm not gonna fucking you know smirk at this and not fucking take this opportunity type mindset, and yeah, I guess he's it's on you have it's on YouTube. I forget who the fuck did the video, but yeah, he had like receipts and screenshots and posts, and everything kind of made sense.
I think Ranter did do that, and I think right after that he started getting like copyright strikes and shit.
Really?
Somebody was going after him. Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah, I saw that video. Somebody didn't like that shit.
yeah, probably Shareppa, probably.
Fucking he got fucking hit by Talking Sopranos.
He blocks everybody. You say one bad thing on Instagram, he's blocking you. If you don't like anything you say,
Is he on the server?
oh,
Cinerainer?
I don't know. I gotta ask him.
I remember the day Borko got clipped on YouTube. YouTubers came out of the woodwork in the server to like pay their respects.
Yeah,
It was
when
crazy, bro. Like they all like came
uh,
out of nowhere. Like,
they made videos and shit, the video game people,
yeah, it was cool to see.
but we gained like 2,000, 3,000 guys in there.
Yeah, it was like a flip reverse effect.
Yeah. Yo, Bob Barker, are you in the Discord server? Borkos? Someone post his link so I could pin it.
Is there anyone from the server here right now?
I'm trying to find out so I could pin the link.
I can't leave. Can I leave right now?
Uh, you're on your phone.
Yeah. Could I switch screens?
You might be able to. If not, you could probably join back in. All you got to do, if you have your Discord on the app, just click and then get the link.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, I can't
Bork.
post it even if I wanted to. So
Uh, yeah, Bandera, do me a favor. Go into Borko's YouTube. You don't have to leave this, but you could still go search Borko 1990 and then go on his profile, get his Discord link, and then paste it for me, please. Join it too. We're all in there. Steven, we're just shooting the shit. No, this is the reverse of a veto party. All right. You tried to send it already? Is anyone in here in Borko's Discord?
there's 16 people in here, so I don't know. Nah, he has to be a mod to be able to post on YouTube.
Let me see.
How the fuck could we do this?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
ask somebody in the Discord to come in with the link.
let me see. No, but they have to be a. We have to make a. They have to. Wait, let me leave and see if I can post it. All right.
All right. No, I can't see it, Bango. I don't know why. Amiga Nostra, friend of ours. There we go. There's the link. All right, that's Borko's Discord. When you join in, tell him Uncle Sirius sent you.
Oh,
There,
God, I did it.
it worked. What would you have done with Vito if you were Tony? If Phil hadn't intervened, push him out? If it was me, I would have let him. Yeah, I would have took the 200,000, let him do what he had to do, take money secretly, not tell anybody.
Bro, I could charge my other iPhone. And I'll have like a secondary iPhone to do shit with.
Yeah,
Where's it at? It's right here.
but I would have kept Vito around just for the money. At that point,
You. Oh, so you one of them woke, new age
no,
gangsters.
no, I just like I like money.
But I mean, that atmosphere just won't work.
Yeah, because if they found out, they would have probably tried to clip me. That's the only downside.
Or they'll start calling you a fag, or they'll start saying or they'll start like disrespecting you in that way. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And then undermining you until it like spills over, and
yeah. The Russian guy, they were gonna bring him back, but I don't know what happened. He was supposed to come back as a zombie with like a half a head, but they scrapped the idea. Ralphie, for all his faults, believed in the weird mafia code.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he never went against authority or anything. He like always like any all the crazy shit he did was like to people under him, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he never stepped out of line.
that's true. Yeah, even Richie stepped out of line, but Ralphie, no, he didn't.
Yeah, like even when he was in like in the yard and Tony tells him, you know, you're a captain when I say you're a captain. Like
Yeah,
the way he answers is like it's like that's different, you know what I mean? Like it's I'm gonna turn my hearing aid up so I don't miss it. Like
Kyle, one of my top earners, Kyle Z, in the building.
nice to meet you, Kyle. Welcome in.
He sends me an envelope every video. Good man.
Are they 10% lighter every week or 10% heavier?
He's a good earner.
You like no comment. We have our peaks and valleys.
Right now we're in the valley, right,
Right
Kyle?
now, we're in the valley.
Yeah, again with the money. It's
I
settled,
have a
man.
relationship with Tony that cocksucker will never have. Ah, fucking Polly.
Would I like having a capo like Ralphie giving you an envelope even though his kid is in the hospital? I don't even know.
With his kid in the hospital. Look how he acts. I don't care if he has 100 kids in the ICU. Fuck his crocodile. What are his crocodile tears?
America Underdog, you try going live from 10:30 to 3. Adrian, sucking up to Cineranta has done wonders for you. I go away for a while, I come back, you're a tough guy. That's true. I did start because of Borko with the Sopranos clips. I was watching Borko and the guy Don Jr. His name was. So I was like, all right, I'll do it for fun. And then I was reading the comments and shit, and it was becoming hilarious. Then me and Borko had a little rival, but we're good now. Good friends. But it was fun along the way. I didn't expect to get that many subscribers and shit. I was just doing it for fun. Strength and honor. Scotch and soda. Yeah, Borko's been doing this for like 6, almost 7 years, I believe. I made this channel in 2008. This channel had like many different things. First, it was like a hunting channel. I was shooting shit. Then it was all over the place. Video games and shit. I was doing all sorts of shit with this channel. All right, let's see. Do I think the members only guy killed Tony coming out of the restroom? No, probably not. I don't think it was him. It was somebody, but it wasn't him. It might have been those two guys. What's up with Chris and 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock, I think it's that, Catholic. There's a lot of 3 o'clock references, the Trinity and all that. But I don't know, because Michael Imperioli said he'll never tell us, so I don't know. I made a video about it on my other channel because he's a big Twilight Zone guy, and there was something about Doctor Death and 3 o'clock and Twilight Zone that I put together. I appreciate that, Freeze. My favorite season is probably season 2. Yo, New Good, what's going on, brother? Yeah, Kyle's right with the 3 o'clock. Yeah, Bandera, Tony was doomed either way. The FBI was coming. It was similar like to a Paul Castellano thing. He was doomed either way. Should we order up eats? Yeah, we should actually. We were supposed to get something after Saints of Newark, but David Chase sucks. Yeah, worse than Six Barbers. I know that. Yeah, 2 and 3. 4 was funny. 4, the weight, that whole beef with Ralphie. Then you had Paulie. Got towards the end, Paulie. Because one of my favorite episodes is the weight. One of them. You wanted Melfi and Tony to get together. What is it ever written out? I don't believe it was. Ralphie didn't tell Tony because it was too late after that. His kid went to the hospital after that, and then he got whacked that episode. All right, so let me answer this one first. I don't really like David Chase that much. I watch his interviews, and he comes off as a jagoff. He's so smart, this and that. He only did the first episode and the last episode. There were way better writers than him, like Terry Winter. Everything he did was a bust besides The Sopranos, because look at the cast he had. Can you get me one of those no-show jobs like Chris? No, I can't. The pilot was the worst episode? Nah. I didn't like Mr. Ruggiero's Neighborhood, the season 3, episode 1, when they were bugging Tony's house. I didn't like that episode. Um, yeah, he took a lot of guys from the Gotti movie. The Johnny Cakes episode was the worst. I'm trying to think. I'll tell you what's not the worst. The Hit is a Hit wasn't the worst. It was just an off episode that didn't really do anything for the rest of the series. That's because of Hesh's character, because he wasn't on contract. You got to remember that. Because music was supposed to be a big part of The Sopranos. Hesh was supposed to be this big music guy, you know, and that never happened because he wasn't on contract. When they went to Italy, was that one of my favorites? Uh, it was a beautifully written episode to show the difference between the guys from Naples and then the Naples guys from America. But it wasn't one of my favorite episodes, no. And a real life issue between two senior made guys like Feach and Paulie, what would happen? The same thing that happened. Tony had to sit down with them. Ren, that's a good question. I'm not sure why he would take Janice and not Tony. Was Adriana overrated as a music producer? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that Chrissy video, and I just finished that part when he was in Naples. Yo, Kyle, so lawn cutting, they don't really explain numbers in the show, but there's some lawn cutting services. You're charging like $50, $60 a house, let's say, but you got like 200 houses you're doing, add it up, and you don't have to do nothing but collect a check. If you're grabbing, couple dollars here, there, it adds up. Because we don't know how many guys the lawn men had. We don't know how many houses. They didn't do good with the numbers. They didn't think we were going to analyze the show 20 years, 25 years later like this. But the 500 from your arm when Paulie he was hilarious. Freeze said, "Do you think Meadows' boyfriend was too soft to be in the family, or did Vito advance to scare him off?" He got scared off. Because I think Jackie Jr. and Richie liked Jackie better than his own son. So he's trying to, groom him to be a better. He was going to try and get him into life, but then Ralphie comes along and after Richie's gone and just he messed him up because Ralphie sucked at it. No, there's no chance Chrissy would get to captain. By the first episode in real life, he would have been dead.
What was that question? That who doesn't make it a capo?
Oh, so he's like, there's no chance that someone like Chrissy would get to capo status. He's got by Tony's grace, and even then, he was a constant fuck up. Yeah, Chrissy wouldn't have made it to no captain if it wasn't for Tony trying to groom him to be his next in line, but he screwed that up.
Like, when he would try to take him to like that sit down in New York with the boss with fucking Carmine, he's fucking complaining like what the fuck, like bro, like that's where you'd fucking want to be that in your career as a fucking mob guy. No, that's exactly where you'd want to fucking be, isn't it?
Yeah,
And he's fucking complaining like, why am I driving you? Like fucking idiot.
yeah. Chris wasn't made out to be in the mafia.
I mean, he was like a thief.
Yeah, because in one of the episodes, he's like, yeah, he did the truck jacking. His favorite was cigarettes. He said in one episode. So he was more like,
Oh,
swagger, picking up swag.
yeah. Well, the trucks, right?
Yeah, yeah, nothing but headshots. Even the deer got a headshot. Chrissy had balls for days. Yeah, but that's because, he was numb from all that crank.
If he hadn't been Tony's fucking nephew, he would have been like fucking like some dumbass.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe even like Corky, bro. Inucci? No, Corky Carparale. What was his last name?
Yeah,
Carparale.
yeah, Caporale.
Yeah, maybe would have been like where they were friends, weren't they? Like
Yeah,
they. So maybe he would have been like him.
he would have definitely been like Corky. He should have been like Murmur. Murmur was good. Yeah, Corky was a good, funny character for his time in the show.
I always thought that he had a lot of brains, um, but he was just like a heroin addict. Cause he was able to like execute shit pretty smoothly, and
Yeah,
and pretty like without an issue. And the time that they killed the dad, that wasn't his fault. He just got the wrong information. He followed instructions to
yeah.
like to a T. Um, but yeah, I thought he was pretty smart. If he hadn't been a fucking junkie.
Is there any explanation to how someone like Johnny Sack ended up in the mafia? He seems like he was born for Wall Street. Well, I think he's similar to like Gotti in a way, with the way he's dressed and nice car and all that shit. But yeah, those guys that dress nice and those guys that look like they were just dirtballs. I think Bango. So you said, to be fair, Chris is, it's like the Regulus of nice is just too hard. Yeah, I feel that line sometimes.
Yeah,
That was one of his best lines, I think.
but that means that you're stronger than him, Syrup, because you're handling the regularness of life, and he
Yeah,
couldn't.
yeah,
I mean, that's what it really boils down to with people like that, or with a lot of people like that. that they can't hold a job, so they like turn to crime.
Yeah, that happens a lot. And well, back in the day in America, it happened a lot, and then Europe, it still happens.
Or they just don't like being told what to do as well.
That yeah, Bango, it's a disease. Yeah, it, scientifically, it's a disease. Your
Addiction.
yeah, well, the only reason I say it's a disease because scientifically, your body is at dis-ease. That's what disease means. So yeah, but there's some people like, oh, I was born, you know, wired like that. Nah, I don't believe that.
I think I don't know. I think that you know how when there's a family and they say, "Oh, he's just like his dad." Oh, he walks just like his dad. Or he does this thing just like his dad. I think that you inherit like addiction in that way as well. Um, so I think it is somehow genetic in some weird way.
So I'll tell you a little quick story. So growing up, we had like 30, 40 people sometimes. They'd watch football games. I'd be in Brooklyn. We'd hang out. I'm like 6, 7 years old. They're betting on games. They're playing poker. I'm seeing quarters and dollars. Back then, you have $5 in your pocket, and you're a kid. You could do a lot with. So I'm seeing them all gamble. That was what my family did, gambling, playing cards, all that shit. When I got to 18, I started gambling, playing poker, same shit that I saw when I was a kid. So I wasn't born, like that. It's just I saw that. I saw it going on everywhere. So I was like, yeah, let me try this out. Didn't go so good.
What happened, Peter?
Yeah.
Oh, so the gambling didn't go well. What happened? Sorry.
No, like I saw them all gambling. And then when I got old enough to gamble, I started gambling too because I saw it when I was,
Oh,
but I didn't,
mhm.
like, I wasn't born like a gambler.
You saw it though,
Yeah.
so it's
But,
taught.
but I did see drinking and shit too, but I didn't drink. I'm not a drinker.
Yeah,
I guess it all depends.
I mean that makes sense that when you say it like that. Because I mean, I don't I don't enjoy gambling. I mean, I don't like gambling. Like last time I went to the casino, I fucking lost $40 in like 10 minutes, and I was like, I'm done, and I've never gambled again. But some people enjoy it a lot, and I mean, if you saw it growing up, that makes sense. Because my siblings love fucking baseball, but they grew up watching my dad watching baseball, so they
Yeah.
love fucking baseball.
Yeah. So gambling, the big thing about it, like a lot of people, they comment on the Davey Scatino video and they're like, I don't know how they could do this. So, when you're gambling and you're running hot, it's like you're getting high off your own adrenaline. Like you're happy. Then
Yeah.
when you start losing, it's like a crash. I can't even explain it because I don't do drugs, but I would assume it's, you know, like a Coca Cola, we'll call it. Something like that. You got a super high, you're happy, you got all this money you won. Then you lose it, you're miserable. And, there were times I did act like Davey Scatino. I was an asshole, yelling at people because I lost money. I was just an asshole for days. All you're thinking about is how to get your money back. It's one of the worst, I think, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I mean, all addictions are like that. They make you feel great for a moment, and then it's like, oof. You fucking fall down, like like a straight fucking fall down.
Yeah. Freeze ass serious. Are the great dramas like Sopranos and The Wire gone forever? Will it make anything even close to that good again? In America, I don't know. I'm not too, you know, I won't hold my breath. But Europe's been coming out with some good shit.
Yeah, European stuff is good.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of European shit lately. I was a gambler, Bandera. Yes, I was.
So you're not gonna gamble no more? Sure.
No. Maybe, you know what? Poker tournaments. That's the only thing I would do. You buy in once, you got a chance. Like recently, I missed a tournament. It was a $600 buy in, and the prize pool was $2 million. But first place was probably like 300,000, quarter million, whatever. And every time I play poker, I do run good. I'll make it deep, but I won't. The most I won in a poker tournament was 7 grand, and I was mad because I was so close. I came in 43rd out of 2,200 people, and first place was over a quarter million, and I was just so mad. I didn't care about the 7 grand because I felt like I lost a quarter million.
Bane goes out like, I will not enable you, serious. Fucking ball breakers. Bro, you could be saying the most serious shit and these people don't give a fuck. Hey man, you should join the server and you could say shit like that all day long.
Yeah, Benga, definitely.
Yeah, Gamora is really good. Um, yeah.
Yeah, season 4 was my least favorite. I thought it was still good, but not compared to number 1 and 2 are my favorites. 3 was like a 8 out of 10, I would say. The first two I think were 10 out of 10s. Then you got an 8 out of 10. Then season 4, I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. And then season 5, I would give it a 7.5. All right, Bandera. Join the server and yeah, keep in touch, brother.
He's gonna join? Bingo? Oh, you're okay. No, yeah, it's really good. Think I recently watched it.
Yeah. When I was in, did they open up the books? No.
He disrespected the Bang. So I'm gonna go off the record here. Well, they're questioning you. They're questioning you, Sarah.
Oh, Tony?
How long have you been on? 30 minutes?
99 minutes.
Oh shit! So I came in and pretty late.
I think you got in after 60 minutes, so you've been here for 40.
Yeah, I went to go get water and stuff, groceries, and
Bango, I pinned it in the comments. You don't see it?
it's right there, bro. By an awesome person, AP. Just hit it, and we'll welcome you in.
All right, Kyle, brother. Kyle, join the server if you can. Where'd Joey go? Joey went to bed. What else is going on, fellas? Nah, I'm in Barcos. Oh, you're in there? What name are you under? Yep. That's what the service called. 20 years in the can. All right, Bango. That's good. It's a funny name. Anyone got questions? Did that Philly doc come out yet? Oh, it's not. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. Damn. Like a clown. No, it was the way you told your name and everything. Even Showtime didn't cry.
Bingo, bingo, bong.
All right, Adrian. Do you hear the rain? I think it's going to rain for another 2 hours. They're dropping like flies. Who else we got? Oh, who we got in here? I hope I'm done with that video this week. No, I used to eat Whitman samplers. They were, popular back in that era. I would only eat specific ones like those squares with the caramel, but that's as far as I would go with Whitman samplers. What was you guys' favorite food in The Sopranos that you saw? And don't say Karen Ziti either. I didn't like the way it looked. The gabagool.
All right, I tagged you, Bingo. Thank you for joining.
Paulie, how much betrayal can you take?
You can take a lot and dish it out.
He took 86 hours of it.
What do you mean? His screen time?
No, just the whole Sopranos was 86 hours.
Oh,
So I asked about the food, like what was the best looking food in the Sopranos?
okay. I think the ZD always looked great.
I was just saying I didn't like Karen Ziti.
I mean, how long can a dish like that really last in the freezer?
So, um,
Can be more than 2 weeks.
not 2 weeks, no. But
And he fucking had it in there more than that.
we used to do that when we had this. We didn't put it in the freezer though. You know, we'd put it in the fridge, finish it the next day. Cause Ziti's always, it's, I love it the next day too. AJ, Meadow, and Carmella. If you were Tony, you would have kept Valentina, Gloria, other.
I'd
None,
get the Russian.
none of them.
But like, I mean, if you had to have a Gumar, you wouldn't keep none of them.
Not, no.
I think the Russian one was cool. Nothing. Tony just got bored of her, but she was whatever. She was normal.
Yeah, she was probably. I wouldn't, because Gloria was a nut job. So
Like I feel with Irina, he could have he could have just been the mistress and get old. It could
yeah,
just been the three of them. You know what I mean? But I feel like she aged real gracefully. I wonder what she looks like now.
I think she looks the same.
Let me see.
Yeah, Freeze. She was down for Tony. I don't think he wanted that lifestyle for her. I think he cared for her. That's why he got rid of her. Devin, can't two friends talk? Yeah, she looks young still, right?
Well, I mean, she looks 40.
Yeah,
But Adriana, she aged.
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Michael looks. He didn't age. He aged, but he kind of looks the same.
I'm trying to think who aged the best. Um,
I'll be right
probably
back.
probably Junior. If Frank Vincent was still alive, he'd probably still look the same, like a glass of milk. Yeah, Lorraine Bracco too, huh? Yeah, Phil Leotardo definitely for 80 years old. He got better looking the older he got. Was Tracy really that bad? Uh, she was bad because look, you know the thing what Tony said that she was what she was doing with her kid with the cigarettes. So I mean, she was a troubled 20-year old. Yeah, you guys ever watched Frank Vincent's old movies? He's hilarious. It was the best, Frank Vincent. Him and Joe Pesci, man. Who else was there? Yeah, Frank Vincent was a good looking man, and he had a good personality too. I hate that he went so young. Yeah, Frank Vincent was always Pesci's Doberman. That's true. Yeah, it's sad when they go young like that. It's crazy when you see pictures of Frank Vincent, Tony Sirico, James Gandolfini, and they're all gone. Yeah, man. If Gandolfini was still around, he would have probably made some great stuff. He was talented. He was one of my favorite actors. He had range. He had a lot of potential. I can't believe when he started, he was 36 years old in The Sopranos. David Chase was his downfall. I heard they like one scene that Tony had to eat ice cream and he ate the ice cream, but they still had to do the scene. So he had to keep eating ice cream and he's throwing up ice cream and shit. They dogged him. He'd be sleeping in the corner when they were doing scenes. They overworked him to death.
Who, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sopranos killed him.
Yeah, I heard that too. That they'd give him like fucking lines for the next day and shit.
Yeah. So Zim, Chase said Gandolfini was depressed himself by season 6. Him and Chase didn't get along at the end. So Chase could say whatever he wants. They overworked the guy.
Yeah, he's an asshole, bro. And then when they ask him about him, he's like, "How'd you feel about um James Gandolfini's death? Not surprised. He didn't take
Yeah,
care of himself."
that
Like,
pissed me off.
yeah, bro. Like, who says shit like that, bro? Like, who says that, bro? Like, fuck him.
That's what I'm saying. I hate him. I don't like him at all. You know?
Yeah, like, I mean, it sucks that he's the one who created the show.
Yeah. I wish it was somebody else.
I mean, he just had the idea. Really, he didn't make it what it was. I think the writers did, like Terrence Winter, the actors. Uh,
Yeah, and the other guy that gave him all the mob tips, I forget his name off the top of my head.
really,
Uh,
what's his name? We should find out. I didn't. I don't know this name. I didn't know that. Yeah, I always wondered how, because they got it pretty accurate. Why? Well, I mean, from seeing that New Jersey doc, even the guys,
yeah,
would pick themselves up in the show, like, oh, that's this guy, that's him, that's that guy.
yeah,
Like
uh,
everything's loosely based on something, right?
yeah. If I went to Italy, would I be calling peeps commendatori? No. I would say tutta post.
Go Scampia, start calling everyone commendatore, commendatore. What the fuck, bro? They'll probably stab you. They'll do some. They're fucking crazy over there.
So commendatore means it either means commander or like a friend, you know. But
Or doesn't isn't it like saying at your service or command me or something like that?
it it kind of means commander. Long John Silver. I liked Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, David Chase said that if he could do everything over, he wouldn't have went to Italy. He said that was one of his biggest regrets. I don't know why.
I think because of the logistics,
Uh,
but we don't give a fuck. We're
yeah,
happy he did it. And,
yep,
it clearly he doesn't give a fuck about the fans. You know, he's made that clear over the years. But you know, we're glad he did it.
yeah. Is that popular in Italy? I wouldn't know. I'm sure that they have it everywhere. So
Billy Tardo was the only actor in history to be the main character and House in the same episode. I wonder if they just didn't have him for that scene, or
yeah, they used something else.
they just use his audio.
Yeah.
Dude, it would have been hilarious if he fucking opened the window, like he opened the closet, and then he just fucking you see his face, get off my stoop. That would have been fucking funny.
What would have happened if trying to get him to go in that house? I don't get it.
What do you think happened to Tony when he got shot and they were trying to get him to go in that house? The house, the in the coma dream when he was going into the house, that he would have died if he had gone into that house.
Yeah. Oh, probably.
That was like death. All right, fuck this guy.
Uh, I timed I timed him out for 24 hours,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hide him for life because we'll never see a comment from him again.
You gone, buddy.
I don't understand.
He's probably a kid.
Uh, one of my rivals.
He's like, how does he know what that smells
I
like? I don't even know how to smell.
don't know. Um, so what were we talking about?
Fucking how he hate Chase.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and someone asked about weed in Italy, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, are there any movies or documentaries that depict the Irish mob in a more bohemian era?
Um, off the top of my head, I can't think of one. The
Gangs in
Bohemian.
New York? I don't know.
You know, it was a good movie, Road to Perdition. But was that Irish? Yeah, I think it was.
Bohemian times. What do you mean by that?
I don't know, but I know Road to Perdition was a good movie. Did you ever see it?
No, but I saw Michael Francis say good things about it.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. It was a really good movie. I'd recommend that.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. What does he play? A gangster or a cop?
Yeah, he's a gangster.
Tom Hanks, a gangster? What?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite movies with him.
Does he do a good gangster or not?
Yeah, you got to see it.
So is he like a good guy or he's an asshole? I'm pretty sure he's a good guy, right?
Uh, yeah, I would say he was a good guy. I rooted for him. Yeah, they were mixed, Bob, right? Yeah, some were Irish, and then was it Italians? Yeah, he was a hitter. He was a hitman. Yeah, yeah, that might be my favorite movie with him. I'm thinking, besides Forrest Gump, of course.
Road to Perdition. I remember one day I felt like shit, and like like I was just going through stuff. Like my dad was sick and it was COVID, and I called off that day, and I had like a Tom Hanks marathon. I watched like three or four Tom Hanks movies that day. I watched Captain Phillips. I watched Sully. I watched the one in the airport,
Did
and
you did you watch the one with where he's on the island? What's it called?
oh yeah, Castaway.
Castaway.
I I don't know, I can't remember the fourth one, but I'm pretty sure it was one of them. But I've seen Castaway a lot of times too, like Wilson. But I
How
don't know.
crazy
He
is
has
that?
like a calming presence. Like
Yeah, how crazy is that? You watch a whole movie with just him and a volleyball, and it was good.
yeah, I mean, and you know anyone you could just watch that movie and even if you don't speak English, you can still enjoy it. You know,
Yeah,
like when he lights the lighter at the end when he's back in civilization, and like he's like just lighting a lighter means so much because we saw him struggle so much to fucking get a fire going and try to do that at the island, and then he comes here poof and just gets a lighter and lights it. Um, that's just good acting. You know what's another good movie? Dances with Wolves.
oh, I didn't see that, but I read the book.
Wilson. I heard Wilson got nominated for an Oscar. Imagine if they had the ball at the ceremony. That would have been a funny gag to have the ball at the ceremony. Or if they had nominated it like best supporting actor, Wilson. I happen to know we're high on Sirius's stream, Leo. You rambled incoherently. I did dance.
What's your favorite Pacino movie?
Mm, when I was a kid, I would have said Scarface, but now I don't know. I got to think about it. Let me see.
I might say either.
I think Scent of a Woman.
I was gonna say something crazy like, uh, not Carlito's Way.
Lefty.
Yeah, fucking Donnie Brasco, maybe.
Lefty was like his. I'd argue that was one of. I think that was his best gangster. Um, his
Uh,
best gangster role because it was so realistic. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's what a fucking mob guy really looked like and talked like, and he wasn't like this boss anymore. He was just like, this really low level street guy. And fucking to see like Michael Corleone on the other spectrum was just, it was really cool.
Freeze, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I loved him in Godfather, but just the because I know the whole Lefty story, like in and out. So the way he played Lefty Guns was just like to a T. Like he got that perfectly. That you know. And Heat, I love them in Heat.
When he like takes his jewelry off at the end.
Yeah. So that happened not to Lefty in real life. That happened to
The
Sonny.
Sunny, right?
Yeah. Poor Sonny Black. He got duped.
What would you do if you knew you were getting called to get whacked? You wouldn't try to dip? I'd dip.
I would fly.
I wouldn't fucking lay down and be like, fuck it. I'm gonna get whacked.
They,
Like,
yeah, I never get. I don't understand them that they just I'm going. Like, why not go there with a Tommy gun or something?
yeah, fucking on some Kimura shit, fucking
Yeah, grab your best crew and go at it.
grab your homies and fucking fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Hey, fucking that's what John Gotti did, how the Napolitan came out. He just said, fuck this shit.
yeah,
Savage.
yeah. The way they pulled that off, that was crazy.
That was some Kimura style shit.
They dressed up as Russians with the Russian hats and shit.
When John did that, did he have any of the Sicilians faction support? Like any of the fucking Zips or anything? Or did they just kind of fall in line after?
Uh, he was a when they did that, he was a ticking time bomb. They were trying to kill him like right away. They were making plans, but the FBI caught it early on. He was gonna get hit, but they got Frankie DeChico instead. But it was supposed to be Gotti and DeChico in the car. The guy that was with DeChico looked like Gotti a little bit.
Like, I'm surprised fucking Tommy Gambino was cool with him. Like, he just laid down and,
Cause
kissed the ring.
yeah, Tommy. So what happened was Frankie was in the restaurant. There was a meeting. Paul called a meeting. I don't know what the meeting was going to be about, but Christmas was coming, so Tommy Gambino came in after, and Frankie had a gun on him. And he's like, you know, everybody sit the fuck down and all that. And when Tommy came in, Frankie's like, "That's your uncle outside. Go get the fuck out of here." But he stayed loyal. He was a Cosa Nostra guy. He knew the rules. So
What did he tell him? That's your uncle outside?
yeah,
But he,
that's your.
he didn't leave?
No, he left. He was out of there.
He left the meeting? Like, he was supposed to be at that meeting? Or like, it was afterwards?
He was supposed to be at the meeting. He got there after the shots were fired.
Damn, that's crazy. Tony killed with his code. He was murdering regular people at least. Tony? Regular people?
Let me think about that for a quick second. Tony murdering innocent people.
No.
No.
The only innocent person he kind of fucked with was the cop,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't go as far as to like kill him.
No. Yeah.
Dude, but he fucking went to where he worked. You know how petty is that? You know what I mean? Like, god damn. We have 7 people.
Was Richie the scariest guy? Did he mess up? Of course, he messed up Aunt Janice.
He died. He fucking died.
But scariest? Um, I, I knew a guy like him. Yeah, I would say he was probably the most scariest.
I think Furio was the scariest.
Oh yeah, Furio. That's right. I always forget about Furio for some reason. I think because the whole thing with Carmela got me sick to my stomach, so I was like,
You didn't like that story?
no, because a Kimura guy wouldn't do that.
Mm,
I don't know.
but like, yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of Komoro guys come to the states, so it's not like, oh, dude, I heard fucking Genovese was a camarista.
Yeah, I heard that too. But he had a lot of Sicilians too. Yeah, Furio had some warmness with him.
Do you think he was fucking Annalisa?
No, she was the boss.
She was like Patricia.
Yeah.
I wonder what part of Naples they were from.
Uh, damn. I know it was a good part. It
Like
wasn't like
what clan they were based on, you know?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think David Chase would have knew that. But they were from. They were near. What the fuck's that town called? Not Ischia. It was somewhere else. It's on the tip of my tongue too. But it's a nice area. It's not shit.
Well, when that episode came out, it was what, like oh oh one, oh two.
Yeah, yeah.
So Saviano, before his book, was there like a lot of info about that out there?
No. So he was the first one to really out them, that whole clan.
I'm sure maybe like it was known like in criminal circles and stuff, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely known in the the neighborhoods too. They just they kept quiet about it until that whole thing happened with
The girl.
yeah, then the whole shit spiraled. That's why like in season one when it's on the news and shit that happened in real life. Like it was all over the newspapers and yeah, that shit was crazy.
Fucking chill. That was the fuck that he was on demon time, bro.
Yeah.
God damn. Please do Dr. Narcisse from Boardwalk Empire.
I'll get to him because I'm still finishing up this Chrissy thing.
Damn, it's fucking. I could hear the rain.
Yeah, it's pouring right now. I'm stuck out here.
Where are you?
I'm in the car.
You're not home?
Yeah, I'm home. I came outside.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna get wet regardless when you go back in.
Was Joe Pesci ever connected? Uh, he's just a great actor. I think he knew some guys, but nah, he wasn't connected. He almost got his ass beat by Frank Collada when he was doing Casino.
Why?
because Frank was the guy that Frank Vincent played. The story was based on Frank Collada's life in Casino,
Mm-hmm.
and Frank's on the set. I think he was sitting with what's his name that created Casino, and then he said something to Pesci, and Pesci like said something stupid to him, like didn't realize who he was, and then Frank got up and had a little talk with him and said if he and disrespect me, and he said he was gonna like break his face or something like that. And then Pesci knew, like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Frank was a real deal, but I don't know. He just didn't. He was like boring. I don't know.
Uh,
Like I couldn't watch a whole interview of his because he's just so like with the fucking sunshades and shit. Like I don't know.
there was
Didn't he?
one.
Mm-hmm.
There was one interview where when he was a little younger. I don't know if you watched the one when he was older with the oxygen tank and shit.
No, he wasn't wearing them, but I knew he'd always wear sunglasses, right? He's
Yeah,
always he's always wearing sunglasses.
yeah.
He was in the movie, wasn't he?
He wasn't in the movie. Frank Vincent played his character.
No, but he Frank Collada was in Casino for a moment at the end when they're killing the witnesses or whatever. You
Was he?
know, yeah, in the parking lot. That's Frank. He kills one of the guys.
Oh shit! I gotta.
He-
I didn't even realize that.
yeah, he was one of the one of the hitmen.
If you were in the mafia, you'd be scary too, because everyone knows you mess with them. And then Fiera shows up at your door. Did I ever hear about Emil Hirsch redoing Casino with a more accurate storyline? Hirsch was to play Spilatra. I didn't hear about that. No.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, Furio can't be in our social club no more. He's got to go. Bosch Chris, how long did you have that name for? Because he was on the Heat, right? Chris Bosch? A long time ago. Just finished a junior video, and so, yeah, I've been going live lately. I have a bunch of playlists, so you can look through it if you're new. That's, yeah,
I love the Junior video. I've seen it like more than 20 times.
yeah, it was one of my favorite ones to do. No, I don't think Phil was closeted. I think David Chase was just an idiot.
Deeply closeted?
Chase was. No,
Um,
Phil wasn't in no closet.
so you don't think he was gay?
Nah, I hate that Chase did that.
Put him in the closet?
Not that closet scene, but like everything else with it.
I
Like
think
him,
that was his way of disrespecting the mafia. You know, making them just seem like dumbasses.
yeah, yeah. Chase did a lot of weird stuff. there was a story where he wanted the guy that played Zellman. He wanted him with no clothes on and Tony whipping him. Zellman didn't want to do it, and Gandolfini's like, "Nah, just keep your boxers on." Like he
Oh
stayed.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Chase was weird.
That was on Talking Sopranos, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. He has a lot of balls saying that, but I mean, he probably doesn't give a fuck anymore.
yeah.
I mean, Chase isn't really anyone important anymore.
Nah, he's old now too.
Yeah, like he's not someone who can like influence stuff. I mean, who care? Like, why do people reach out to him to talk about Sopranos? They don't really care about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I was to reach out to anybody, it'd be like Michael Imperioli,
Dude, that'd be awesome. Imagine if he came on.
because he's a writer. That would be awesome.
I probably wouldn't invite him to the server
he'd,
though.
yeah, he'd get banned immediately.
Nah, he leave.
Yeah.
He like, what the fuck? Nah, I think he like it. He probably like it.
How do I feel about new Saints or many Saints? Many Saints, I didn't like it.
Horrible.
I don't think anyone could carry on the Sopranos legacy. Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
And Meadow, the actress in real life, she has MS. She can't do it.
Yeah, there's no way to recreate like I mean, the last
A-
decent mob movie was sorry, what was that?
AJ, but he didn't even watch The Sopranos once, so I don't think he could do it either. But what were you saying about the mob?
That I forgot.
The only mob movie, or
Oh, the only decent mob movie I've seen in the last couple of years was probably Irishman and Alto Nights.
I still gotta see Alto Nights.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah. The only weird part was the double De Niro, but once you get past that, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
No, I think Tony was pretty happy with AJ. Like I think he knew. I mean, I think he didn't want AJ to be like him. Maybe he was a little bit like I wish he would be a little bit more on the ball, but I mean, he knew that he was gonna set him up regardless and something, like how at the end they set him up with whatever the porn or whatever. Like he was gonna be okay regardless.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think he was disappointed. I don't know if he's lying. I could see him telling the truth about it, just not watching it. A lot of actors and actresses don't watch their stuff.
Johnny Depp doesn't.
Yeah, Depp don't do it.
Honestly, I don't like watching videos of like whatever myself and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the funniest scene was AJ on a computer.
I'll be right back, sir.
Yeah, I think AJ's best scene was the one where him and Tony were arguing in the parking lot. And he was like, it was just a movie with the Godfather. Yeah, I think that was his best scene. Yeah, Chris, I agree. Yeah, it took him 85 episodes. Yeah, that whole Latina chick. I didn't like that whole storyline. What's going on, Mindful? It's fucking pouring out. This sucks.
Is it cold too?
Nah, it's not cold.
Yeah, it's not hot here anymore. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna start getting more cool out next couple days, 50s.
After the whole Latina mommy bullshit. She was pretty hot.
I
She was
was
a good
just saying,
looking lady.
I didn't like that storyline.
None of the love storylines.
Um,
Well, I mean, I think it. I mean, I don't know what the purpose of it was. What maybe just to show how lost he was.
yeah, that's probably that's probably why. Yeah, but I think the best one was maybe him and Gloria. That whole
Yeah.
fighting shit. That was funny.
Have you been eating steak?
What?
Have you been eating steak? When she throws the steak
Oh
at him
yeah,
and the
I,
juniors.
I was just thinking about that.
Well, there's different writers, so yeah. Sometimes the characters did feel like different.
Yeah.
Like Chrissy and Pine Barrens. Like he like he just feels like he's not like it feels like him, but it feels like he's on like well, he does have a concussion the whole time, so maybe that's why.
Plus, Buscemi wrote that, so it kind. That was probably Chrissy's best. Was it his best performance? He had some range there. He was funny.
I really
And
liked when he gets drunk, when he finds out that when Adriana and Tony get in the car accident.
oh yeah,
That was some good acting. He's like, "What are you trying to say, Paulie? Fuck you trying to say?" Like Paulie was trying to help him. Like the way I see it, Tony, he must have known the gun was empty.
yeah. Paulie was trying to help him. Yeah, AJ and Tony are the same, except one was in the mob and one wasn't. Yeah, Tony made a scummy move with that with Feach, but it was either that or whack him. Yeah, Paulie was just a bully.
I don't know. I think Feach was sincere, or you don't think so?
I think they were gonna whack him, but then Sylvia was like, he's well liked.
Yeah, everyone liked them. You could tell.
Yeah, Feach got ran off because the guy had dementia in real life. Alzheimer's, what? I forget which one.
I would have loved to see more of a Feach.
Oh, hell yeah. He would have been
Like,
just like Frank from Scarface.
I
But
feel like he should have gone out in like blaze of glory.
yeah. Yeah, Paulie was consistent the whole way through.
Yeah, I agree with that. Paulie was pretty solid the whole way through. Carmela was kind of, here and she was kind of like different sometimes.
Yeah. And
Philly
oh,
was pretty consistent. Well, Philly was really different at the beginning. At the beginning, he was just like a low level guy. Well, he wasn't low level, but he was like a well respected soldier, right? When he gets out of prison.
yeah. And then Johnny Sack, once he went in the can, and the brother Billy, it just went off the deep end. I didn't see that freeze. Feach was good in Officer and a Gentleman.
Officer and Gentleman. I never seen that. From him, I've just seen Scarface, and he was in. He plays some military guy in some movie. I can't remember.
I think I only just saw him in those two. I don't remember. Oh no, wait, there was one other thing, but I can't remember.
He's Sicilian, right?
Um, I'm not sure. I didn't look it up.
Richard Gere's dad. Oh, Officer and a Gentleman. Okay, that's the one where he fucking goes to the factory in the white suit and carries her away in the end.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the movie. Yeah, it's like one of those chick flicks.
Oh,
It's a Richard Gere chick flick.
uh,
Is it Freeze? That's the one, right? Yeah. Dude, that dude was fucking top of the world in the 90s. He looks short, though.
yeah.
Well, he wasn't taller than Julia Roberts.
Oh shit.
You haven't seen Pretty Women?
I saw it, but I don't remember.
You saw that shit Spanish dubbed as a kid on Telemundo.
Nice.
George Constanza's in it. He tries to he tries to get some.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Server was pretty nice today, huh?
Yeah. Who?
Richard Gere. Pretty Women. He did Pretty Women, An Officer and a Lady. He did fucking. He wanted Julia Roberts. That's pretty. I don't think that would ever happen in real life. The plot of Pretty Women, but who knows? You know, Julia Roberts is considered like one of the most beautiful women ever.
Really?
I never got that at all.
Me either.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, she's not an ugly woman. She's very attractive, but the most, like one of the most ever. Like scientifically, her face fits the diamond profile or some shit. Diamond racial profile.
I never heard that before. Would I manage to bang if Tony asked me to? If he paid me a lot of money?
She's too damn tall and that mouth's too damn big.
I'm gonna have one more ciggy, and
You
then
smoking?
yeah, I'm almost done. I'm gonna quit.
You gonna quit soon? All right.
I have to. I keep saying that. When did I say that? Fucking 3 months ago?
I don't know. You told me earlier in the day how you were gonna quit smoking and X, Y, and Z, and then we go live, and I just hear the flick of
Yeah.
their lighter, flick, flick.
I must have smoked like 7 on here today. It
Podcast.
says I've been on for almost 3 hours.
Are you doing reds?
No, I can't do. I can't handle that. That's too harsh. The special selects, the Marlboros.
Yeah. So you do the white ones or which ones?
Yeah,
I wonder what brand of cigarettes they smoked in Gamora.
that's a good question because I never really saw the packs.
Yeah, he was always smoking too.
Yeah,
I know they have their own brands over there.
yeah. Uh, I'm trying to remember which ones they had. I think they might have Marlboros,
Well,
but
I'm sure they do. Marlboro's all over the world.
they do have their own brands for sure. Why did Tony and Chrissy give each other such a hard time about turning sausages? The conversations they were having, both didn't like what the other one had to say. It was a throwback when Chris told it to him, and it was funny seeing Chrissy ask T if he's good during the barbecue, and T continued to, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's Chris's fault, honestly. Like, bro couldn't fucking just be a fucking normal ass dude. Like, he could have really taken advantage of the situation. He never did.
Yeah, what's weird is, so one of my favorite scenes with him, it's a small scene too, is when he's thinking about everything after Adriana says that the feds got her. So he's putting gas in the car and he sees,
The family.
yeah. And then he's thinking and he's like, when I first watched it, my first watch ever, I'm like, I think he wants that. But then it turned out he didn't want that. But then he, I guess he did want that because
Well, he wanted a family, but he didn't want to be broke. Like
yeah,
the family he saw was like some rundown ass family. So he wanted, he wanted that, but he didn't want to struggle to have it either. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, because he would have had to be a whole different person.
So that was like he made a decision right there. Like that's crazy.
Do you think that dude really killed Chrissy's dad, or did Tony just want the guy dead? I always thought that he was bullshitting, that it wasn't the guy.
I thought about that, and I think he did that to have more influence over him.
Yeah, that's what I think too. That's exactly what I think.
Cause I used to think to myself, like, well, if he wanted him dead, he could just tell him, like, he could just tell him to kill him, like, what is this all about? And then,
But
then I think about it, and I think it was just some ploy to like have that over him, like, oh, I did this for you, type, you know?
yeah, it was a power move. Am I mad at Sil for killing Adriana? No. He did what he was supposed to do. The series is more creative than Spielberg. Thanks. The only good thing about Chrissy is yeah, his story was one of the best stories.
Yeah, he is manipulative. Well, you don't get to be a boss of something like that without being manipulative.
Yeah. What's funny about Tony is like the whole sports thing, and then he has the dream with the coach and all that shit. And then he has this talk with Johnny Sack, and then Johnny's like, "Don't go into coaching, Tony. It's not your strong suit."
Got him. Low blow.
It's true. He couldn't coach his team,
His family?
his mafia family. Any theories on the ending, or don't overthink it? No theories. I think Paulie had something to do with him getting whacked, but that's about it. Yeah, young Chrissy was a badass.
Swag. How about Fat Borcorelli? A lot of people concerned for his wild being.
While
Don Borco's doing great.
Borko's a friend of ours, Amiga Nostra.
Yep. He's a great man. Are you gonna watch the World Series?
Yeah,
Maybe the whole point of it doesn't matter. I mean, well, The Sopranos, there really isn't like a plot, right? You're following this man through his life. So, like, I don't know who said it that it's like a book. When you finish reading it, that's it. So that was like us exiting his life. So, who knows what happened? I mean,
yeah,
he was gonna go to prison.
definitely.
That's right.
100%. I was saying earlier, it was like the Castellano situation.
My dude was gonna go to prison for sure. So, I mean, it could have really been a situation where like the mob in New York, all right, this guy's dead weight. I
Yep.
mean, he didn't have a lot of cards at that point.
Nah, he was done for. Do I think New York was being disrespectful? No, because that's what Jersey was in real life and in the show.
If anything, Jersey was disrespectful the whole time to New York.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Cause
The,
Butchie made it like Butchie. He said it like I think he hit the nail on the head. He's like as far as I'm concerned, this is like 9/11. Tony wanted our attention. Fine, he's got our attention. Now we wipe him off the planet. like,
yeah,
like it's not a matter of like we couldn't do it. It's a matter of all right. So when do we want to do it? Like when is this person gonna like push us to the point where we don't want to deal with him anymore?
yeah. The average watcher wouldn't get that.
And they always like Junior, even towards the end. You know how Carmine would always ask about him, and
Hmm.
like they always held him, and even from the beginning, it seemed that he had some sort of that New York liked him a lot because
Yeah,
you know how he told Livia he thumbs he thumbs his nose at New York.
yeah, and then yeah, even Livia knew that Johnny was a snake. A snake from
I
Manhattan.
never liked him and his moldy suits. What the fuck? What do they mean by moldy suits? That they're like going bad from moisture or what?
I, is that what she said? Him and his.
Moldy suits.
I'm trying to think. I gotta look back at that.
They smoke tea. See, and that's another thing too. The way they killed Phil. I mean, they probably didn't like that either. But I don't. I think we shouldn't look too overthink it too much either. Like we don't know what the fuck the writers were thinking. So as far as like mob accuracy, I don't think the show is very mob accurate. You know what I mean? Um. So I don't know.
Do I think Coco offered to put? Yeah, he was implying something else.
He's
We
being
did,
fuck.
and others go from something to something more. Either way, do you know what I could watch to get a feel of the other families? Um, a feel of the other. If you want to watch the Gambinos, you watch Gotti '96. If you want to watch the Bananas, watch Donnie Brasco. Um,
Goodfellas is Lucchese's, no?
Goodfellas is Lucchese's, and Casino
That's
was
outfit.
yeah, the outfit.
But they never really mentioned them, huh? They're like they just say the Midwest. But what do
Yeah,
they call them?
uh,
The Midwest bosses.
yeah,
But it was Chicago.
and I'm trying to think. There was another one. Um, I'd recommend watching those ones that were used to be on the History Channel.
Those are good.
Go on YouTube, search like the Lucchese's, Tommy Lucchese. You know,
Those are great.
yeah. Start with those first. Those will teach you a lot, and then you start getting into the other ones like the Sicilians and the Napolitans. Why was Junior so cruel to Tony? Always telling him he never had, because he was going senile at that point.
Yeah.
The only thing Junior remembered at the end was he used to play catch with Tony and
He shot
the,
him.
the thing of ours, the mob.
Yeah, he remembered that part. I watched that scene the other day, and it's so sad. Like,
Yeah, to me, it's the saddest scene.
yeah. I mean, I would have still, but I don't know. Like, maybe Tony was right in cutting him off, but I don't know. Because I mean, he clearly didn't do it on purpose. You know,
Yeah, he didn't.
it wasn't like he didn't. They were cool at that point. Like Junior's just he just went batshit and shot him. I mean, I know Junior had feelings of like resentment and jealousy, and maybe that contributed to like him just blowing a casket with the dementia and everything. But I don't think he could be held accountable for what he did.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Uh,
Do they
so
mention Jersey a lot in these other works? Jersey had there was a lot of people in Jersey. Jersey goes back to like the 20s. The Camorra used to be here. Uh, the Andrangetta. Then you had uh, recently the Lucchese's, the De Cavalcante family. Because New York's right over the bridge. You're literally 20 minutes away. So you had them living in Jersey or Long Island, Staten Island, suburbs, not being too close to, if you're in Brooklyn, you're in a lot of people's territories. You want to not be too close where you live. No, Beansy was an associate. That's the only reason he was allowed to do it. If he was a made guy, Richie would have been dead.
no, of course not. Yeah. Well, he just remarried recently, Dominic. Well,
He
not
did?
recently, in the last like couple years.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. God bless him. Yeah, Nadu did a video. Yeah, I did one
I'm
too.
leaving the mob genre.
I did one too, and then he did one after. And he kind of, I'm not going to say he took word for word what we were talking about, but it was pretty suspicious of him. No, Vito and him, they were both captains, just different crews.
Dominic son looks older than him. Well, there's some people who are blessed like that. They just don't. I don't know what the fuck it is. Time just doesn't.
Yeah,
In Spanish, they say people that eat years in Spanish. So that's like some people just eat time.
yeah,
Come años.
that's how you say it.
Yeah, come años. Like the people that just eat the years because they don't seem to age.
Isn't J-Lo all plastic?
Jennifer Lopez, fuck yeah. You
Yeah,
know who's bad? Who's nice? Salma Hayek. She's all natural. She's real.
I don't know who that is.
Salma Hayek, fucking from El Mariachi, from Desperado, the chick from Desperado.
I don't remember.
Dude, I just picked up my iPhone 12 Pro.
Oh, you got it?
It feels all small compared to my New iPhone.
Yeah, I gotta get a new one soon.
Don't forget to join the Discord.
Yeah, I gotta head off in like 2 minutes because my phone's gonna die.
All right.
She was in the Quentin Tarantino movie. Uh, yeah, guys, join the Discord. I'll I'll keep you updated on shit. Cause I don't know if you guys always see the community posts. Avon is definitely the better leader.
Yeah, he had more charisma.
No, I didn't see no jumper.
Who said? Who asked that?
Mike Hawkslong.
Do you know what that is, sir?
No idea.
That's good. Don't. You don't even know what that is. The fucking most ghettoest shit in the world.
uh,
Fucking a zest. A fucking cesspit of. Yeah, I'm out, y'all. Always prioritize live. Have a good night. Have a good night, Bosh Chris. Thank you for stopping by.
yeah, join the Discord, brother. I'll see you around.
I don't know why I watched No Jumper for a little bit during COVID. I have no clue. It was just fun to watch the drama, but I don't watch it anymore.
Screw Whack 100.
You know who that is, Sarah?
Yeah, I was talking about him earlier when I started the live because I named this Sopranos Q&A. In the beginning, we just started talking about hip hop and underground shit, and
Yeah.
then some of them were shocked that I knew all this shit.
You know, I downloaded Clubhouse once, and he talked to me. Like I was in the room and he just came in
Really?
and he greeted me. And but it wasn't no like he knows what, it was just that I was in there and he greeted me and but this was like 3 years ago. And I don't know, he said something. He's like, "Damn, y'all always active when I come in here," something, and then I said something. It's the round table, and then he said, "I see it is," and that was our little interaction. I've been to all corners of the internet, syrup.
Me too.
Yeah, Armenian women are they all kind of look the same though. It's weird. They all have like the same facial. She's Armenian, right?
Uh
Well, you wouldn't know, syrup, but Lana.
oh no, I don't know.
I could hear the rain.
Yeah,
I wonder if anyone joined the server.
I don't know. I gotta check after I charge my phone.
Platon 20.
Damn, I officially been on for 3 hours. Crazy.
Let's go. We on here yapping.
Yeah, the Kardashians are Armenian.
Yeah. So is Lana. I'm pretty sure she's Armenian.
Uh, I don't know.
I don't know. I just meant that I've had like I've been to a lot of like social, not like social media, but like this where you go interact with people. I've done stuff like that a lot. I was also part of this. I was also a mod on a YouTube channel. It was called Prison Chronicles.
Prison Chronicles?
Yeah, and it was a. It's my. Well, he's a homie. He's my homie, and his name is Cricket. And he
Yeah.
was like, he's he's a Mexican mafia ex member,
Oh,
and yeah, he's like legit and everything. He was like in death row on death row and everything, and but he fucking turned his life around. So he does like youth outreach,
oh, that's good.
and I know him like personally. I like we he I have his number and shit, and I could literally call like I could be more involved in the nonprofit, like talking to youth and stuff. Um, but I just don't feel worthy. I don't feel like I'm someone to speak to them, you know?
Maybe one day. You never know.
Because they have fucking like, dude, he's like full of like tats and shit, and like I look nothing like them. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I told you my story, you know, whatever. But
yeah,
not
yeah,
these people have like it's just different.
yeah. I get what you mean. Did I like the night of? I don't know what that is.
The night of.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You know about that channel? You know Cricket? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, well he knows me. He knows yeah, he would know who I am, AP. Yeah, he's a homie, bro. I respect him a lot for sure. I think I've seen you before too. I don't know if I saw you on the live, but your PFP looks similar. But yeah, he used to go live every night, and I used to go. I used to be in the chat with him, and we talk about just that subject. And he hasn't gone live in a few weeks though. And honestly, the last couple times he was live, I was like busy, but we used to do it every night, every night.
Small world.
Yeah, for sure. See, that's why I never go around saying stupid shit because you never know what the fuck.
Yeah, I'll check it out, Freeze. I'll definitely check it out. I gotta get off before my phone dies.
All right. Well, I'll see you, Sarah. All right,
All
gentlemen.
right, take care, guys.
All right, fellas.
Take care, everybody.